Hello, my name is Alex Brent and welcome to this video on Ensighten privacy. In this video, we will take a look at the list manager and the steps required to add and categorize a domain. So let's start. You can access the list manager of the gateway by clicking on either the gateway name or by clicking on the menu to the right and clicking Edit. The list manager can then be found on the left. The list manager is the cornerstone of the privacy implementation. This will contain all the domains and tags that you will need to specify for the whitelist, blacklist, or the user opt-in and out lists. If you have previously published the gateway code to the live site in observation mode and the privacy reporting function is turned on, then this list will already be populated with tags and domains that have been detected on the site. You can then just drag and drop these into the relevant lists. If you have not left the gateway code in observation mode, then this list will be empty, as you can see here. To get started, you can either manually add a new domain, or you can inject some of the predefined default domains into the list. To make the setup easier, Ensighten has compiled a list of commonly used tags, and you can inject these tags into the list by clicking the Inject Default Domains button. To manually add a domain into the list, just click on the Add New Domain button. In the name box, you can start typing, and it will begin to autocomplete the name of the tag. You can then click on one and the details will be added to the domain filter. If a tag you are looking for does not appear in the tag list, then you can always manually add the domain to the domain input box. You can also enable an additional path filter to the tag to either allow or block paths within the tag. So for example here, I have added the /ads path filter. Here, everything that contains /ads from either googleanalytics.com or doubleclick.net will be blocked if it is detected coming from the tag, and everything else will be allowed. Similarly, if you allow these paths, then only these paths will be allowed and everything else will be blocked. When you have added all the domains to the list, you can then categorize them appropriately. You can categorize them in any way you like by creating a tag list to put them in. The system has two default tag lists that you will not be able to remove, but you can place tags into these lists. Always allowed domains are domains that will never be blocked by Ensighten privacy and will always be allowed to fire regardless of what they contain. It is recommended that you put all technologies in this list that are essential to allow the website to continue working normally, including Ensighten and any other third-party technologies, such as any bot checking technology, payment systems, and anything else that is outside the website domain. Add both your own domain and Ensighten.com to the Always Allowed Domains list to avoid blocking any technologies from your own domain and any code from the Ensighten servers. The Never Allowed Domains list is the opposite to this. Domains in this list will never be allowed to fire and will always be blocked by Ensighten privacy. It is important that you don't add anything into this list that you need to work in order to maintain website performance and functionality. We will never ask for the reason why a domain is blocked, and we will never let the user know that a domain has been blocked, as this might cause undue concern. In a new account, there will not be any tag categories to find, and you can make a new category by clicking the Add New Category button. These categories will be displayed to the user on the site and will allow them to opt in or out of these categories. It is worth thinking carefully about these categories and discussing them with internal teams in your own organization, as these categories will be used for user opt-in and out, So if you place a tag used for analytics in the advertising category and the user opts out of advertising, then the tag will be turned off and you will not receive any analytics data. After you have created each list, you can then just drag and drop the domains from the left to the lists on the right. It's worth noting that these settings are not permanent, and you can easily change and rearrange tags in any list by using the drag and drop feature. When you have completed categorizing all the domains, then don't forget to save your setup by clicking on the Save button. Thank you for watching this video on how to set up domains in the List Manager. In the next video, we will look at the gateway environment settings, what they are, and how to configure them. For now, thanks for watching.